The film begins with a video reporting the universe of Apollonia, a land loaded up with secret. Going through this world is the renowned traveler 𝐒𝐲𝐧𝐫𝐞 and his child Searcher. 𝐒𝐲𝐧𝐫𝐞 drives an endeavor through a snow-shrouded piece of Apollonia with Searcher and others. At a certain point, Searcher almost tumbles down a frosty cleft until 𝐒𝐲𝐧𝐫𝐞 utilizes a rope to swing down and salvage his child. As they continue to push ahead, Searcher finds a plant transmitting energy. 𝐒𝐲𝐽 isn't intrigued yet. The remainder of the group is anxious to pay attention to Searcher regardless of begging his dad. 𝐒𝐲𝐽 simply gives Searcher a compass as he heads out alone, vanishing from Searcher's life. In the current day, Searcher lives on a ranch where he mines Pando, the plant he found that is the fundamental energy hotspot for Apollonia. Searcher lives with his pilot spouse Meridian and their child Ethan. In addition to their three-legged canine legend, Ethan meets with his companions, including his crush 𝐒𝐲𝐽, who accompany some exchanging cards. They gather. 𝐒𝐲𝐽 gives Ethan a card that he got for him, which contacts Ethan. Searcher drops by to humiliate Ethan before his companions. Searcher brings Ethan into the city while he adores his father. Ethan doesn't have the very love for cultivating that Searcher does. Searcher by stresses that Ethan will grow up to be like 𝐒𝐲𝐽. Around evening time, the Clades are visited by Callisto Mal, head of Apollonia and a previous group individual from 𝐒𝐲𝐽's who knows Searcher as child Clade. Callisto illuminates the Clades that something is off about Pando, and that in the event that they don't tackle the issue soon, Apollonia will be in a difficult situation. Searcher joins Callisto, however arranges Ethan to remain behind, inspired by a paranoid fear of seriously endangering him. Searcher joins Callisto's boat, the Endeavor. As they travel down a sinkhole, they then track down Meridian riding down in her yield duster, as she illuminates Searcher that Ethan and Legend hidden away on the boat. Before Searcher can reprimand Ethan, the group is gone after by pink pterodactyl animals. The boat accidents, and Searcher and Legend are isolated from the team as they collide with a world underneath Apollonia. Searcher and Legend go over huge limb beasts called harvesters before they are frightened away by an enormous unshaven man with a flamethrower. This ends up being 𝐒𝐲𝐽, who doesn't at first perceive Searcher and trusts him to be a visualization until Searcher gives him back his compass. Searcher is as yet angry toward 𝐒𝐲𝐽 for leaving him and his mom, who got remarried. 𝐒𝐲𝐽 concedes he felt that he expected to see what was past the mountains during his undertaking. While Meridian assists Callisto with fixing the harm to the boat, Ethan sneaks off and goes over a blue one-celled critter-like animal called Splat. Ethan takes Splat with him and runs over Pando rocks. When one of them contacts Splat, it wounds him. Ethan then, at that point, watches out for the consume on Splat's body. Searcher finds an exchanging card from Ethan's assortment and understands he's nearby. Sufficiently certain, he finds his dad and granddad, meeting 𝐒𝐲𝐽. Interestingly, in the wake of hearing numerous accounts of him, they are gone after by harvesters and the pink bird beasts before they get gotten by Callisto and Meridian and bounce back onto the Endeavor. Searcher and 𝐒𝐲𝐽 but goes to Searcher needing to complete the mission while 𝐒𝐲𝐽 needs to continue to see what's past the mountains. Ethan endeavors to inspire them to bond by utilizing his exchanging cards, yet they neglect to understand it. The group goes through green gas mists prior to getting gone after by additional animals. They utilize the Pando rocks to fend them off since it debilitates them as it did with Splat. Subsequent to getting past, Searcher and 𝐒𝐲𝐽 have a heart-to-heart where they seem to accommodate. Notwithstanding, Searcher is as yet stressed over 𝐒𝐲𝐽's impact on Ethan since the kid is stunned by the world and should turn into a pilgrim. The group runs over a huge mass that is the wellspring of Pando. The gatherers and pink beasts are encompassing it. When Ethan needs to help, he contends with Searcher and endeavors to move away from him. However, they wind up going by the mountains and winding up external, the body of an enormous living animal. It's enlightening to see the Clades. They understand that Apollonia is the animal, and the Pando is killing it. Starting from the source mass is encompassing its heart. Searcher and Ethan return to attempt to caution everybody, except 𝐒𝐲𝐽 takes off all alone once more, and Callisto is determined to save Pando, so she has her group secure the Clades. They are liberated with assistance from Legend and Splat. Searcher and Ethan head to the heart to attempt to obliterate the Pando group, while Meridian assumes command over the boat from Callisto, permitting her to see the animal's heart and what is truly in question. The dad and child start to get through the bunch, and are then joined by 𝐒𝐲𝐽. They get through profound enough for the gatherers to get in and destroy the bunch. After the group is obliterated, nothing appears to occur until minimal orange organic entities encompass the heart and take life back to the animal. The team then flies outside the animal to get a decent glance at it, with 𝐒𝐲𝐽 currently having his objective satisfied. After 1 year, Ethan has chosen to remain in the underground world with Splat and 𝐒𝐲𝐽. With Pando out of the picture, Apollonia has moved to twist turbines for energy. Ethan keeps in touch with Searcher to tell him he is doing a firm. 𝐒𝐲𝐽 goes to visit his ex and meets her new spouse. Searcher then does cultivating with 𝐒𝐲𝐽, both of them making up for lost time with numerous long periods of holding.